January 6th, 2021. A day that will go down in Twitch history as the biggest blow to emotes and Twitch culture in general. PogChamp was removed permanently. Being such a fan of Twitch emotes and how and why they are used, I feel like I kinda had to make this video. I'm not here to sway any opinions. The emote and its variants were removed off of Franker's Face Z, with Better TTV deciding against removing them. I will link all the sources of why it was removed, and you go please read and form your own opinion. But what do we do now? This classic emote seemingly erased from the platform because even though Better TTV allows streamers to have access to these emotes again, we do see streamers going against enabling them. Finding the new PogChamp is most definitely going to be a hard task. The best replacement I've seen thus far is from day 9, which would create a crowd effect with each chatter getting a random PogChamp from a set list. While Twitch has somewhat been running with this idea, even quote tweeting the original pitch, their route is more along the line of finding a replacement by swapping the emote out every 24 hours with a different face. I personally believe the way Twitch is going about this isn't quite the proper way, as it most definitely is going to go south the second they introduce a face people are not a fan of. What needs to happen is Twitch needs to sit down and have a collective of streamers from all different communities and have a discussion on what they all believe should replace the PogChamp face. Will that be a difficult thing for Twitch to set up? Most definitely. Will they do it? Hell no. This company is the king of changing shit on the drop of a dime without thinking of what to do next. Just look at the whole DMCA that is still affecting creators everywhere on their platform. Before diving into some replacements that have really caught my attention, I'm gonna go ahead and throw my opinion into this whole mess. If you don't want to hear my take, skip to this point to get to the replacement PogChamp emotes. As frustrating as it was to see these emotes get removed, especially since this dude's face was literally my character that I used for me and my voice, I understand where Twitch as a company is coming from. Comparing this emote to other controversial ones like Come On Bruh and Tryhard, the key difference between PogChamp and those two are that PogChamp is not about the emote context, but the actual character and person behind the emote, while Come On Bruh and Tryhard are fully controversial solely from the Twitch community, and the faces behind those emotes have zero impact as to why they are used the way they are. At least that's how I broke it down in my head to understand it better. Whether you agree with it or not, well shit, that's up to you. Again, I linked all the sources regarding Gutex and Twitch in the description for you to all check out on your own. Time for the replacements. When this initially happened, I know this is where a lot of people's heads went, so much so that there was actually an article written about this, using Reckful as the replacement PogChamp. Well, this is extremely sweet and would most definitely be accepted with open arms by the grand majority of the Twitch community. There was a point made in the original post that details what would most likely happen if Reckful did become the new PogChamp. It's quite twisted and sad to think, but some degenerate ass users would most definitely misuse and disrespect Reckful as a global emote. And for that reason alone, I personally do not agree with making him a global emote. As heartfelt as it would be, the fact that I know how low some chatters would stoop to farm their LOL Ws and Keck Ws is just so fucking sick. Reckful does not deserve to be disrespected whatsoever by someone whose personality trait is making fun of the deceased. Now, this next one I wouldn't call a replacement, but this was too good not to share. On Forsen's subreddit, Club Vibes decided to share this pretty cool emote he found, spawning the best emote name I have ever heard, Incognito. Reading the rest of the comments, it looks like Internet Historian's chat room were actually the founders of this when he said PogChamp, and someone rebutted in the chat room with Incognito. Anywho, emotes like this are most definitely going to be popping up as slight gags or nods to times past. Alright, let me run through these articles by our favorite websites like Kotaku, Polygon, and Screen Rant. I swear Screen Rant was a top 10 channel, not a website ingrained in Twitch and gaming issues. Whatever. All three of these made the same point, and Kotaku really went the extra mile with this line. This is a new territory though, so there's no telling how it'll actually turn out. Perhaps that's the most Pog part of it all. All of them made the same point that this is fun and new, but also what if the new person Twitch decides becomes problematic in the future? They didn't add much substance to the discussion besides Polygon. They gave a few examples of replacements, but to be honest, all of them kind of sucked besides Crips and Hungry Boxes. I also wouldn't think they would use Etika for the same reason behind Reckful. But also, Etika was actually banned off of Twitch and migrated to YouTube, so he was much more popular on that platform than Twitch. Most of the examples seemed like harmless jokes than anything else, so it shouldn't be taken too serious. If Twitch decides to go against Day 9's idea to create the random PogChamp face, which I personally think is 100% the best route for the global emote, I believe there is a compromise for them. Before LOL was added as a global emote in 2017, it was added first in Better TTV around 2016. Then Twitch joined it for a global emote, and the original photographer actually DMCA'd the image, causing Twitch to create the more cartoony drawn looking one that we have nowadays. And from what I'm aware of, Gootecks actually hates that all he's known for is being the emote face guy. So what I propose is Twitch just take the Pog emote and commission someone to draw it all cartoony, and that would be our new PogChamp emote. It creates a nice break in the middle, and it's an emote we all know, and it doesn't have his face in it directly. Whatever happens, I know the legacy of Pog and Champ emote variants will live on. The emotes have ascended so far above being associated with Gootecks that I can't see the emotes ever being replaced. Of course, the global PogChamp is a different story, but those variants, and that's as degenerate as it sounds, are ingrained in some people's vocabulary. Emotes have genuinely created a different dialect that only users on the platform are aware of, and it would be a real shame to wipe it out in one fell swoop. I would love to see what you all have to think in the comments, as this affects every community from wherever you're from. I hope you all have a good one and stay safe. I'll see you all next time.